Hi friends, I'm just going to send this link to you on Class Dojo. Let me know if you are watching by sending me your name in the group chat. Hi Sam! We're just going to wait a few more minutes for more friends to join. Hope you guys all had a good weekend. Hi Dina! Hope you guys have all your materials. So you're going to need, I'm just going to show you quickly while we're waiting. Hi Joey! You need a toilet paper tube, just like this, an empty one. I have beans, you can use beans or rice. So I have my rice here. They'll make different sounds when you put them in your stick. A measuring cup, just so I can measure out my rice. You don't really need this, just maybe a handful or whatever you think. Some tin foil, that really long tin foil. Tape and glue. Hi, Tiana. And then some color paper if you want, or just plain white paper, that's fine. Oh, and scissors. I had scissors. I'm just gonna go grab my scissors. I think I left them in the kitchen. 1 second. And then some scissors. Hi, Mohammed. All right, just gonna wait a few more minutes to see if more people will join. Hi, Selma. I got 2 new kittens last Saturday, and they're quite skittish. They still won't come near me, but they are making a lot of noise right now and being very playful. All right, couple more minutes, we'll wait. Oh, and I also grabbed a funnel just to help pour the rice in to the toilet paper or the paper towel tube. If you want, you don't really need it. I think I showed you guys last week when oh no, I didn't do that yet. But I'll show you a really cool way of how you can make a funnel out of paper, because we won't be using, one of the sheets we won't be using all the paper anyways. So, and I also have a straw, like a plastic straw, or, hi Alexander, or like a wooden spoon. So you need 2 different types, oh, and a broomstick, sorry, I forgot about that too. So you need 2 different things that are different width or like circumference. So you can wrap the tin foil around it so it can go into each other. If you don't, you can just try your best, or we can figure out a different way of doing it. All right, just a few more minutes. All right, 1 more minute, we'll wait, and then we'll get started. Hope you guys are all having, good morning, Mark, a good weekend. You can also have markers ready. I have my markers and my pencil crayons ready here. This is an old makeup bag of mine. And or paint if you wanted to paint. I'm not going to paint today because it takes too long to dry. But you guys can choose to do that. Hopefully we have a couple more people joining at like 9 right now. All right, we're going to get started because I don't want to make you guys wait too long. All right, so what you're going to do first Hi, Miss Melissa. Is using your toilet paper tube. You're going to trace, you're going to put it on the piece of paper, and you're going to trace around it to make a circle, but kind of do it more in the middle, not right at the edge. So I'm going to show what you're going to do, show you what you're going to do after. So you're going to put the toilet paper or the paper towel tube in the middle. Move this just like that so you can see. There. Okay. So you're going to take this and you're going to trace it. You can choose whatever. Actually, I'm going to do purple on the bottoms because it's going to be on the end of the paper towel tube. So you're going to trace just like that around. Like that. So you have your kind of circle. I know it's really hard to see on my laptop, but it's there. I promise you it's there. Broken. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's fine. So there. So you trace it. Now next what you're going to do is you're going to trace another circle around it. So it's quite like about a centimeter to an inch around it. That again doesn't have to be perfect. So you trace around just like this. Just like that. Then you're going to do another one. Trace it again. Sorry, my kittens are making a lot of noise. Normally not this, no, they are this big, this time of the day. So again, circle, just like that, and then a bigger circle around it. I kind of went too close to the edge, but that's okay. Just like that. Again, does not have to be perfect. All right. Once you're done, I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to do that. While you guys are tracing that circle, I'm going to pull out some tinfoil. So my tinfoil is this thing, it's about 2 rolls of paper towels. I'm just going to rip, and then I'll rip it in half. Okay, and I'm going to fold it. You do my best to put in half. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, there we go. So then 2 tinfoil papers. Good morning, Yusuf. All right. So once you do your circles here, you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut around on the bigger part of the circle, the outside circle. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's the fun thing about creating things is that anything is art. You can do, it'll look good no matter how you do it. All right. So there's 1 circle. And then I still have the inside circle on the inside. And I'm going to do a second circle. Hi, Ayla. Ayla. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to cut around the outside circle again. Just like this. So I have my 2 circles like this, the bigger one. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your circle and you're going to snip and then stop at the inside line just like that. And you're going to go around and just do a few snips, kind of about a centimeter or like a thumb width away between each cut. So if it's like my thumb fits between the little indent there. I wonder if I can make it this way. Hard to see them here. So make sure it's about a thumb width away. Again, it does not have to be perfect. I'm kind of going wider now. Cut this one in half. So then you have something that kind of like it folds and it kind of looks like a daisy, kind of has petals. I'm doing it to both circles. So thumb width again. Good morning, Ibrahim. I love you too. Who's saying I love you though? I'm trying to see who said before. Oh, Alia. So now I've got my circle. So you just did this, so it's easier to wrap around the bottom or the top of your tube. So now you're gonna fold these edges in just to make it easier to put on. So you don't wanna do it while it's on the tube because it'll make it a little bit harder. So I'm just kind of folding where the cut is, not folding in half, but where I stopped cutting. There. So now I have something that looks kind of like this. I'm gonna do it to both of them. Just like this. So now I have kind of two like that. All right, I'm gonna take this one and I'm going to put it on the bottom of my paper towel tube. And then I'm gonna tape this on. So you might need mom or dad's help to do this, or maybe you can do it yourself. You can try by yourself first. Try to do it by yourself. I got my tape. I don't have clear tape, so I'm just gonna use masking tape. Whatever tape you have, you can use glue, whatever. Tape's just easier because it's quicker. I guess glue would be just as easy too. If you have glue, that'd probably be easier. You won't need mom or dad's help. So I'm gonna put this like this. And then you can always glue it and then tape it as well. I might glue the second one. Just like that. Tape it around. Maybe gluing would be better. I'm gonna give it a quick glue too. So the fun thing about arts and crafts as well is that it can be very, just kind of go with the flow with it. So put glue around the edge just like that. So you can see I got some special glue so you can see where I put the glue. And then I'm going to take this, stick it, and then I can just fold this on, stick it on. And then I'm going to tape it too, just so it sticks really, really well. And I'll hold it for a few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm going to put some more tape on it. There. Now it's really, really secure. So that's what you're going to do with this. You can also put tape around the edges here where you cut, because I can see little holes, which I might do, just so I don't want the rice falling out. I'm sure mom or dad or nanny won't appreciate having a bunch of rice falling out and all around your house. I'm just going to do it along the top, just like this. So now it's super, super secure. So I have it like taped all around so nothing can fall out. Love it. All right, now for the tinfoil. Well, you might see my cats. Oh, there's one on the couch. That's Chaplin. Okay, so you're gonna take your tinfoil. And because it's the same width, I did it so it's the same width, the same length as my toilet paper roll, and it's a little bit shorter, which is okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to roll it up really, really thin. I'm gonna crunchel it up and roll it. Careful because the tinfoil will rip easily. I can already see that it's ripping. I'm just gonna do it. I love these rain sticks because there's nothing more common to me than like falling asleep to the rain or hearing the rain. I remember camping as a little girl and either in a tent or a camper, like a motorhome or something, or like a fifth wheel, we call them back home, and hearing the rain, like the thunderstorms, it sounded so peaceful. Okay, so I'm gonna roll nice and tight. Roll, roll. Actually, sorry, I'm doing this wrong. I did it wrong. I am so sorry. Okay, you're going to take a long piece because you're going to make it spirally. If you don't make it spirally, you won't get this out. I'm just going to take this. And it's going, I'm going to roll it so it's this way, so it's nice and long. I am so sorry. Okay. Now we're going to roll the long piece. You don't want it short, so you don't want it moving too much up and down with the rice. You're going to roll tiny, tiny, tiny. Just like this. And make a nice thin one. roll. This is going to take a bit of time. That's okay. Once you think you've got one that's kind of thick, you can rip off the rest of the paper. I think that one's thick enough. I'm just going to rip it just like this. And then I'm just going to make it a little bit tighter. So now you have a thin piece of rolled tinfoil like that. You're going to grab a second piece. Like this, same length. You're going to roll it the same way, except you're not going to roll it as tight. You're going to roll it a little bit thinner. If you want, you can use your straw or wooden spoon to get it started, and then it'll just slide right out. Okay. So I just kind of started it, and then I pulled it out. You're going to roll it a little bit thicker. This one does not need to be thin. As long as it fits inside your toilet paper roll or your paper towel roll, it'll be fine. Like that. I'm going to squish it a bit like this. Okay. Now you need to take your small utensil that you have like this, like your straw or your wooden spoon, as long as it's smaller than the width of your broom. And you're going to wrap it around like this and make it a spiral. If you don't have one, if you don't have anything, I think you can kind of just twist it just like this and spiral it yourself. So I can spiral it myself. The spoon just helps a little. You can hear my cat fighting. So I'm going to use my spoon. So it just helps make my spirals a little bit quicker. And I can just wrap it like that. So my straw. So there's one. Just like that. And then you're going to take your second one, your bigger one, and using your broom handle or a bigger circumference, you can use your arm if you wanted, you're going to wrap it around as well. Just like that. And then I'm going to slide it off. And I kind of fix it because it kind of straightened a bit. And then you can kind of push it in. This one is going to go on the inside of your bigger one. So you're just going to kind of wrap it into there and squish it in. Just like that. Takes it kind of like, so now when you put the rice in, the rice will kind of fall through it and it'll make that sound, the rain sound. I'm just going to kind of squish them together so they're kind of stuck. Then I'm going to slide it inside my toilet paper tube, my paper towel tube. It's kind of long, so I'm just going to take scissors and I'm going to cut it. Like that, and then stick it in. So then you have your toilet paper roll. Your paper towel roll with the tinfoil inside of it. You can take beans or you can take your rice and you can dump your rice or beans in it. So I'm going to do a little bit of both just because I think it'll sound cool. You can choose one or the other. So I'm just going to do a handful of beans. So not very many beans, just a handful like that. And I'm going to go ahead and dump it in. Be very, very careful when you dump it in. So you don't want to make a huge mess. You can hear it kind of. And then I'm also going to put rice. I think the rice might sound a little different. For this, I'm going to use, you can either just dump it in. You don't want to dump too much because then it won't like make the sound very nicely. Just enough. I'm going to use my measuring cup. So about a quarter cup of rice should do the trick. Just put a little bit more, a little bit less, depending if you're adding more or you want the sound. You can also make this later today. Again, make another one and add different types of dry, like you can crunch up pasta noodles and try that in there. You can try adding more or less and see if it makes different sounds. Maybe you can make a whole band of rice sticks. Okay, so now this is going to be really hard to dump in. So I have my funnel. I can stick my funnel in and dump some into here using my funnel. Or if you don't have a funnel, you can use the excess paper you have here. I'm going to rip it like that. I'm going to fold it in half just like this. And then I'm going to stick it so it's kind of like sitting here like this. You're going to need a parent's help, I think. And I'm going to just slowly dump it in like this, and it'll fall down the paper and into the rain stick. Can you hear that noise? The rice does sound a lot cooler than the beans, but it's okay. You can have either or. Just a little bit of rice here. All right, now to finish it off, to seal it, you're going to take your other circle that you cut like this, put it on top, and then you're going to tape it. So I'm going to put glue first just so it helps stick. Oh, I do with another glue stick. Use a glue stick just so you can see where I put the glue. Hi, Dylan. Hi, Ibrahim. I don't know if I said hi to you already. So I'm just going to put glue around the top just like this. And then I'm going to take this, stick it on top like a hat, and just hold it for a few seconds. I'm going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I'm going to take the tape and I'm going to tape it. Just so it's really, really sealed. Remember, I did 2 layers at the bottom. I'm going to do 2 layers at the top here too, just to make sure no rice falls out. Like this. I'm going to give it a good squeeze. Grab another thing of tape. Remember, you can use clear, you can use masking, you can use whatever you have at home. Doesn't have to be the same stuff I use, same color, anything. Go like this. Tape it so it's nice and sealed. And there. So you have a rain stick. So you can shake it like a maraca. And if you just tip it up and down like this, you can hear the sound. You can decorate it if you want to the outside of the tube here. Or you can take your second sheet of paper like this. You can glue it and then roll it around. So you can choose if you want to measure first. And a measure first, so you don't need the whole paper. So I'm going to use about like 3/4 of it. And I can cut it here, or I can just keep wrapping kind of thing and make it extra thick. You can choose to do that and then glue it right on and then decorate the tube, or you can choose to decorate your paper first, draw a picture, and then add it there. I'm just going to glue it right on here. And then I'm going to draw using while it's on there. So I'm going to put a strip of glue, and then I might put tape too. So I just don't want it to pop off. I'm going to go like this. Make sure it's nice and straight. I'm going to hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tight. Put a strip of tape. The clear tape's nice because you can't see it when you put it on, but it doesn't bother me. But I can see the tape. I'm just going to take it along the edge here and make it very long. Go like this. Tape it there. I'm just going to measure it. I'm not going to use the whole paper. Maybe I will. It's kind of off the pressure here. I'm going to use the full paper here. I'm going to put some glue on this edge of the paper so it glues to the tube. Make sure it's nice and tight. I kind of glued it to here. Let's see if I can undo it. No. And that's okay. I kind of glued it closer to the bottom edge of this edge rather than this edge, but that's okay. If it bothers you, you can take it off. You just might rip it. So I'm holding the paper as I roll to make sure it stays tight. I'm holding the paper on this side here. And then I'm rolling it with this hand, and I'm rolling it tight. I'm pulling back a little bit and holding this paper as I roll it. And make sure that it rolls really tight. So I'm going to keep rolling. You can hear me kind of press it. So I'm gonna hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give it a good rub with my back of my nail just to make sure glue is really, really sticking. You can choose to tape it again or not. I'm not going to tape it this time. I think it's pretty good. You can also use clear, like spool like this that might stick it a little bit better. If you mix it with a little bit of water, you can paper mache it. So there, you have it. You can use this glue also and do designs on here like this. Dump some glitter on it and make it sparkly. You can choose to just color it. You can stick rhinestones or stickers on it and decorate however you want. So there's your rain stick. I'll add a couple flowers just so you guys can see. Purple. So I have purple on top, blue on the sides. I'm going to do purple, and I'm just going to do a couple quick flowers. You can even, because it's a rain stick, make some thunder clouds. Just like that. Add some raindrops. Oops, I'm going upside down, raindrops. Raindrops just like that. Add some more flowers. Like that. And there you go. There is the stick. So if you're having a really tough day and you need something that's going to calm your mind, you're fighting with your mom, brother, sister, or just like really feeling really unhappy, sometimes I like to just listen to the rain. So I'll use on my phone, I'll use the Calm app and I'll put on a thunderstorm. I use that lots in my class. But if you don't have that, you can just use your rain sticks. You can just dump it and it sounds like rain. There you go. I can't wait to see all the rain sticks you make. You can even send us videos and you're using them so we can hear them. Tell us what you added inside. You don't have to add rice. Like I said, you can use pasta and crunch up pasta. You can use beans like I did. Anything that's like a dry grain or bean or like a dry, something that's dry because you don't want to put wet in here because it's going to make it all soggy. As long as it's dry, you can go ahead and add it. Make it. They'll all make different sounds. Have a good day.